is what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit me get up.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Board Game Channel. I am Steven.
And I'm Tim, and this is The Ticket Booth.
This is The Ticket Booth. This is a 2 to 5 player game by Grandpa Beck's Games. Same guys who made Skull King, Cover Your Assets, and some other card games you might know. And we're going to take a look at it. We're going to find out if it's a good game for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, how it plays, and then we'll come back and talk about it. Okay, let's talk about The Ticket Booth. This is a card drafting game and also a set collection game. And it uses a really clever drafting mechanism that might almost feel like a rondelle system to those of you who are used to that term. To set up the game, you're going to shuffle the entire deck of cards and set out 5 pairs of cards face down in a circle. So 5 sets of 2 arranged in a circle face down. And then you can put the remaining deck of cards either in the middle of the circle or right next to it. Just make sure it's in reach of everyone who's playing. Before you flip those 5 pairs of cards over, you're going to randomly place this large meeple on top of one of those pairs of cards. Once you've done that, you can flip all of the cards face up and make sure that all players can see both cards in the 5 pairs. Each player is going to start with 5 of these little ticket tokens. And this is the basic layout you're going to use to draft cards. You can think of the meeple as the starting point on each player's turn. On your turn, you can take any pair of cards that you want from the circle and add them to your tableau. But only this first pair that's directly next to the meeple in clockwise order is free for you to take. If you'd like to take that pair, you can add it to your tableau for free. But if you want a different pair of cards from around the circle, then you need to pay one of your tickets for each pair that you skip. The way that you do this is take one of your tickets for each pair, place it on top of that pair moving in clockwise order until you reach the pair that you want to take. When you reach that pair, go ahead and move the meeple to that pair of cards. Take those 2 cards and add them to your tableau. Then you're going to replace them with the top 2 cards from the deck. Now it's the next player's turn, and they're going to have to start from wherever the meeple is based on your turn. And the same rules apply for them. They can take the next pair in clockwise order for free, or they can skip over it, pay tickets, and take whatever pair they would like. If at any point you pick up a pair of cards that has 1 or more tickets on it, then you get those tickets. They get added into your hand and you get to use them on future turns. If at any point you don't have any tickets remaining, then you have no choice but to take the pair of cards that's directly adjacent to the meeple in clockwise order. After you pick up your cards, you're going to add them into your tableau, and if you already have 1 card in that set, you'll stack them so that it's easy to count how many of that type of card you have. The number in the top left and bottom right-hand corner of this card is really important because it tells you how many of that card are in the deck. For instance, these rodeo cowboys have 8 copies in the deck. The popcorn cards here, they have 4 copies in the deck. That's also, though, the number of points you're going to receive if you have the most copies of that card at the end of the round. So, for example, if you have the most rodeo cowboys in your tableau at the end of the round, you're going to gain 8 points. If you have the most popcorns in your tableau at the end of the round, you're going to gain 4. If at any point 2 players tie for the most copies of a card, well, then they're going to split the points evenly between them. And if by any chance you manage to obtain all of the copies of a card in your tableau for a round, well, then you gain double the points. For example, if you gain all 4 of these popcorn cards into your tableau, well, then you're going to gain 8 points instead of 4. The game plays over 3 rounds. At the end of each round, you stop to score, then you reshuffle the whole deck and start the whole process over. Whoever has the most points at the end of 3 rounds, they win. There are a few special action cards in the game, but these are clearly explained in the rule book, and the scoring is really simple and accessible. And that's the ticket booth. Let's go back to the table and find out if it's for you. All right, so that is the ticket booth. We played this together recently. What do you think?
It's right up my alley, honestly. So my family and I, we play a lot of card games, and this fits right into a lot of the games we currently play. I love set collection games. If you love set collection, it's a little bit of a unique spin on how you gather the cards using like a rondelle, system in a sense.
Yeah.
Which is pretty clever.
I could be wrong. I don't know any other card drafting games that use that rondelle. I'm sure there might be something out there that I'm not thinking of, but that was unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I was taken back a little bit by that and just the choice that you have. And in similar games, if the very first one to your left is free, it's a free move, and you can advance as many spaces as you want, but you have to pay a ticket, as you know. What got me was when you don't have any tickets and you need to go and get the cards that you need, I mean, it could be detrimental to your game.
It's because you burned through all your tickets early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had all your tickets.
It was just like my childhood at the fair, the carnival, wasted all your tickets in 20 minutes.
So these guys, this is Grandpa Beck's Games, and they do, in my experience, they do small box games like this that are charming looking, but they often pack a bigger punch than the charming box would suggest. And I think this one does that. I played this with family members a few times this week since we picked it up, and my family members are not heavy gamers, but they really enjoyed it. They ordered their own copy, and I still felt like I was doing something meaningful on every turn. I still felt like I'm making a decision. It's not void of strategy. It's a game where if you don't make good decisions, you aren't going to win the game. But at the same time, you don't feel pressure to win the game, right? If that makes sense. So I liked that. I like that it's accessible to everyone, but at the same time, as a person who likes heavy games, I felt engaged.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Who is this game not for?
All right, so that's really our goal here is this game for you? And we want to be honest and sincere about that because we don't want to recommend a game that isn't for you. If all you like to do is play Gloomhaven or heavy Euro games, this is going to do nothing for you. Just to be honest, it's going to do nothing for you. We like those games, but we also like small box card games. We like lighter fillers in between rounds of heavy things. This definitely
great light filler.
Scratches that itch for me for sure. I'm glad I bought this. I'm glad that this is in the collection. I would break this out between, I think of my weekly game groups. We play a lot of White Castle, play a lot of Agricola, we play a lot of Arc Nova, but we like to take a break for a half hour in between, do something light. This is coming out in that half hour for sure. I really like that card drafting mechanism of like, I'm on the edge of my seat. Like, okay, how many spots are you going to move? Because I know what I want. And if you move too many spots, I'm not going to be able to afford it.
Yeah.
Right. So, or if you move just enough spots, I will be able to afford it.
Yeah.
So I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
And like you said, set collection is almost always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's brainless in a sense of the set collection part. I mean, honestly, this is that palate cleanser that a lot of gamers really need in between those heavier games, like Steven said. But for me, this works also for families, for lightweight gamers, newcomers. So it's absolutely a welcoming gateway game.
My monthly faculty gaming group where we play a lot of monikers and werewolf and party games, they'll play this. They'll enjoy this. And I get what you're saying about it feeling a little mindless, but also not, because I do feel engaged. I do feel like I'm making meaningful decisions. But again, I want to be upfront and honest. That's the goal of these videos. If you're a heavy gamer and all you want to do is jump from Terraforming Mars to Arc Nova to Dune Imperium and you're not taking a break in between, this isn't gonna land for you.
Yep.
But if you like small box card games, this is a winner.
Absolutely. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. It gets our stamp of approval.
That gets my stamp of approval for sure. I would say, I've played a handful of Grandpa Beck's games. They're good games. Skull King is a trick-taking game, which I love. It's not my favorite. Cover Your Assets is a fun game.
We love Cover Your Assets. Yeah.
Gnoming Around is a fun game. I might go so far as to say that so far this is my favorite of their games.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Good
all right.
choice.
Check it out if it sounds like it's for you. Click like and subscribe if you want some more board game reviews and some more board game content. And follow us on Facebook. It'll be helpful.
All right. Till next time. Thank
All
you.
right. Bye.